I'm gonna work on a fun project today, and I'm gonna create an IDE. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. So yeah, I want to have a lightweight IDE, and this is gonna be basically it. It's gonna be pretty simple, and start on this. First thing I'm gonna do is create a batch file. Java is already installed, so I'm gonna for compiling, and we're gonna have a directory structure, and the classes are located in classes directory. And I'm gonna start with my util class. I'm going to have a utility which will generate the menu based on an XML config file in the IDE. Well, let's see how the structure continues. Alright, so this should be basically it. And then after compilation, I'm just going to put a pause just in case there are any errors. Yeah. And this is to run from classes on IDE. My IDE app. That's what I'm gonna call it. And then I'm gonna have another pause. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna save this as run. And let's test it out. There's no folder, there's nothing. So I'm gonna set up my directory structure. So the first folder I'm gonna have is my IDE, of course. And I'm gonna save so this is gonna be my IDE app Java. And the package is IDE. So public class my IDE app. Yeah, I might as well put my constructor now. Okay, so that's it. And at the same time, I'm just gonna create my utility class. So this is gonna be in IDE, and yeah, my util package, and I'm gonna call this IDE app util. Okay, so right, I need to create the classes directory as well, where the classes are gonna reside. Fantastic. Here you have. Welcome. All right. So the next thing I'm gonna do is build a frame for my IDE. So I'm gonna using swing and the AWT package as well for events. So right, and I'm just gonna set the size for now. So that we can see this frame and the default close operation when you click on the icon. Windows constants exit on. Okay. All right. So yeah, after my welcome, I'm gonna call the constructor and set this on an event queue. The thread. Okay, so let's see what we got. Not runner. Right. So yeah, the next thing is gonna be I need to set up my XML file, which I'm gonna pause. So I'm gonna use a config folder. Right, I'm gonna call this app. Oh no, call this app XML, and it's gonna be located in the config folder. The root of my XML file is gonna be called app, and I'm gonna give I'm gonna put the title here, and I'm gonna call it IDE. Let's say version 0.1. So end tag. So the first thing I'm gonna define is my menu bar. Right. And the menu bar has a menu item. Let me just have a look again and see. So the first menu is called file, and each menu has a file item. Well, a menu item that is. And I'm not gonna use this format. So the name of first menu item in the file menu is called new. Right? And I'm gonna just copy paste the others. Give at least one menu item per menu. Right? So we got edit, and then we have undo, we have project. I could have placed, yeah, this could have been done differently actually. I could have had new, and then you can determine if it's new file or new project. But anyway, let's see. The beauty about this is I can always rearrange the menu structure without touching the code. All right, that's good. Let's control, just make a quick check if it's well formed. Okay, that's fine. Right. Okay, that's it. All right, so back to my utility class. So I'm gonna define the location of my config file. It's gonna be static and final, but yes. Oh, so I'm gonna import the classes. And then I'm gonna need my socks as well. Extension packages. And I'm gonna use XPath because this makes it easy to traverse the XML nodes with expressions. Very cool. So I'm gonna need my IO package as well. And my swing package. Probably will have to reorder these packages later. Yeah, well, it's fine. All right, so I'm gonna use a static method. Let's call it decorate, and as parameter, this is gonna be my frame, Yeah, when after I read the title, I'm gonna set after I read the title from the XML, I'm gonna set the title of the frame. Right. What else do I need? I need document builder. Oh, well, wait a second. Okay, I'm gonna let this method should throw an IO exception, and the parser exceptions will be handled within the method. Right? Okay. Builder equals factory new document builder. Then I need my document as well. Document equals builder. My config file. Right. And then, yeah, I'm gonna need my XPath. All right. I'm gonna use the expression string as well. Oh, well, I can probably start off my title expression. Well, this is the node I want to reach. This is gonna be my expression. So I'm gonna get L equals element XPath compile my expression and evaluate the node. Okay, and this should set title. Frame set title. Element get attribute. All right, so let's see. So the next thing I have to do is call this method from my main class. So I'm gonna have this in the constructor. For my IO classes. So I need to import the decorate this. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So the next thing I'm gonna do is elaborate my util class to set up the menu bar. I'm gonna need my menu item as well. And then I'm gonna need my element nodes for the menu and the menu item. And my node list to collect all my menu items. Okay. I'm gonna need my expression as well for the menu items. Menu X, menu bar, menu for my menus. All right. So I'm gonna get the list of menus. Here's my menu expression. and it's gonna be constant and the nodes. So now I'm gonna loop through. So I'm gonna check if the type is actually element node. And if it is, then I'm gonna have my menu node. I have to check this conversion. Wait a second. I'm gonna create the menu here. Name is what we're gonna have showing up. Menu, and then I can say menu bar, add the menu. Okay. So when all this is done, then I'm gonna say frame set menu bar. All right, so fantastic. Now we have all the menus, right? According to my XML file. Where's that XML file? That's gonna be. And now I'm gonna populate the menu items. This is gonna happen here. Menu item node list equals menu node get nodes. And I'm gonna loop through again. I use a different variable this time. So the same thing as above. This time is gonna be menu item node list with variable m. So I'm gonna create a menu item node. menu item, node list, M, right? Menu item, and with the name of the menu item node get attribute name. And then I'm gonna add this to my menu. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay. So the next thing I want to add are these little three dots to indicate a system dialog pop up. So I'm gonna extend my XML and so I'm gonna say yeah, I'll put this for each of them. And I'm gonna use a 1 if there's a dialog and a 0 if there's none, right? Okay, so I'm gonna check for the attribute item node get attribute dialog equals 1. Then we have our three little dots or nothing. Let's see if the construction is fine. Yeah, there you go. Right. Fine. I'm gonna put in all my menu items as planned. I think I'd like to put in separators as well. I'm gonna use the same style. And I'm gonna put, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at this one for now. Right? So back to my utility class. Well, I assume that it's not null. Oh, there we have the separator. So the next thing I'm gonna work on is the mnemonics, and after that I will um bind actions with the menu. But before the binding of the actions, I'll need to work out the rest of the interface. Yeah, so that the action can maybe call the text area and things like this.